Hili hili hali chutma hoyo shnim Kim Lahan. Hello, how are you? My name is Kim Lahan. Michkais bayana chutma yatachi Chukchansian. Thank you for learning to speak Chukchansi. Highly, today we're going to be adding to our consonant learning with some alveo palatal sounds like SH and CH, J and Y. Then we'll have a new story that we're learning. Since we finished the creation story, we're going to move on to Kaʔyuʔ Halaʔleta Waʔlaʔan. Coyote props up or lifts up the sky. We'll review our alphabet, the consonants we've already learned, and also the vowels. Then after we learn the new sounds, we'll practice some of the sounds that are very similar to each other and have a mini spelling test at the end. I always like to start the class giving thanks to Dr. Holly White and all the work, literally every word we have on here, plus a few others from Jane and our other contributors. Pretty much every word is from Holly, so grateful for all the work that she puts in. And then Fresno State for helping us figure all this complicated stuff out. I also like to give thanks to the PRCI language team. Lots of things that we have in here are from their hard work also. So we have Ted, the director, Shauna, who hops on to most of our classes and such a great speaker of the language, along with Dustin, who contributes so much to all of these materials we have. And then we have Michaela, too. She's our public outreach coordinator, and she's been a great learner of the language as well. A quick review of some rules to keep in mind. Always be encouraging to other learners. Mistakes are okay. It's okay to try things and not be right. You just keep moving on and learning from them. Practice as often as you can. So if you want to replay the video and just echo it, it's really good for you. Make sure that you write how it makes sense to you if you're writing something new and you want to get used to it. Then you can always pick up our standard spelling system as you learn. Use language day to day as best you can. It helps really solidify your learning. Here are our target words for the week. So we're starting with a word from the story. So you understand this word more when you see the story. But the word is to be killed or to kill. Hashawit, hashawit, and hashawata, hashawata. Then you have sky, waʔlaʔ, waʔlaʔ, and waʔlaʔan. Touch is niwit and niwta, niwit and niwta. Might recognize this word, people, yokuch, yokuch, and yokochi, yokochi. Then you have animals, holgignin, holgignin, and holgigna, holgigna. Here's our Quizlet site for our vocab of the week, and we have 5 on here. So we're going to learn them first. So our first word is, because in the story it has the word you could be killed if the sky fell on you. So we have the word for kill, and has 2 birds with 1 stone is the picture. So kill is hashawit and hashawita. Then you have sky, which is waʔlaʔ or waʔlaʔan, waʔlaʔ or waʔlaʔan. Then you have touch, which is niwit, niwit, and niwta, niwta. People, which is yokuch and yokochi, yokuch and yokochi. Then you have animals, holgikin, holgikin, and holgigna. So those are our terms for the week. So let's exit this. And hopefully you guys can do the match play. The match is really good because it kind of gives you like a target for time. Look at that really quick. My signal's not really great, so it's taking a minute. So match is really fun. You could see who from our group has the best time for the week. And it lets you match the English word to the picture. So you just got to click on both words. Sorry, my signal is kind of slow. So animals, hopefully remember that. Hokikin, hokikin. And then you have sky, Waʔlaʔ and Waʔlaʔan. People, Yokuch, Yokochi. Kill is Kaʔyuʔ and Halaʔleta. Touch, Kaʔyuʔ and Halaʔleta. So try to get your very best score. I got one score down on you guys. We took our time on that one, so see if you can get your score really low on those. To get the most out of the story, make sure that you get those target words down really good. It's just a couple words a week, but they really add up to your knowledge each week when you get them down really well. So our new story is Coyote Props Up the Sky, and it's Kaʔyuʔ Halaʔleta Waʔlaʔan. Kaʔyuʔ Halaʔleta Waʔlaʔan. Coyote lifts up the sky. So these are our first 3 sentences that we're going to do in the story. So it'll be our target for this week. And then we'll look at some of the audio and video that go with it. So Hayam Alit, it's our way of starting a story with a long time ago. So you see this is a common storytelling start off. So Hayam Alit, Waʔlaʔ, which is the sky, Amayo, and Holki, the earth, Niuwishta, touched each other. So we had that word, the word Niuit and Niutha in our target vocab. So it added a wish right in the middle of that word. So instead of just being past tense of touch, it's touched each other. So that wish added the portion where we can represent touched each other. Then we have Waʔlaʔ, the sky, Hontata, was bouncing, Ama Holgyu, there on the earth. So up and down on the earth is how we translated that. So bouncing up and down is the Honteta, and then Ama Holgyu, on the earth. And you remember the word Holgi is the earth, and if we add that W, it lets us know it's happening. It's a location, so the earth becomes a location. In the next sentence, we have Te na'ash, if any person. Yokuch is the word for person. Not ni holgignin, so or any animal. Then I have 2 verbs next to each other. We have demenal is for tried, and then tanal is to go. Then to match the word ama, there. So if any animal or person tried to go through there, nani aman, so maybe they, na'ash hashawin, might be killed. And we had hashawita and hashawit for killed. So this is might be killed. And that concludes our focused sentences for this week for the story. So we'll keep learning in the next slides though. So Chris Golston made this great PowerPoint to give some visuals for the story. And this is just the Chukchansi portion. So Kaʔyuʔ Halaʔleta Waʔlaʔan. Coyote props up the sky. Hayama Alith Waʔlaʔ Amayo Holgyu Niuwishta. Long ago, the sky and the earth touched each other. Waʔlaʔ Hontata Ama Holgyu. The sky bounced up and down on the earth. Te na'ash yokuch na'ni hokikin the menal tanal ama. If any person or animal tried to go through there. Natni aman na'ash hashawin. They might be killed. Kaʔyuʔ Halaʔleta hin. Coyote thought about this. Hoyochta amla yokochi. He wanted to help the people. Ama wilta. Ahomp my naash hunichol holoman. He said, we can't be like this all the time. Ahomp naash watla wukyal. The sky should not move. Kaʔyuʔ ta'an huto hawitmi mi indishe. Coyote knew he was going to fix it. Ama ch'ad mata. Chayal na naash jawani hedesha adlin watlao. Poticho ich sippin. He thought, I should put some hardwood under the sky to hold it up. Ch'ad mata. Ahom na naash chayal hedesha. Then he thought, I should not use wood. Not ni naash chikna. It could rot. Ch'edmam naashna chayal cheya. He thought, I should use a bone. Naash tishahanal choyen darachu. It could be taken from a deer's leg. Machwishta mayan. He got it himself. Mien tanta ama tawentao. Mien tashichoto. Then he went to where the sun was rising, and he watched. Mien waʔlaʔan hontatao chayata cheya ama onoshan am. When the sky bounced up, he put in the bone with his hand. Waʔlaʔ la cuenta ama cheyao. Mien heda potichon waʔlaʔan. The sky came down on the bone, which is still holding up the sky. Now that we've gone over the full story, we're going to go back and just target our sentences for the week and the vocab and plug it into the story and see if we could figure out where it goes. So the first word that we had in vocab was kill, hashawit, and hashawita. Hashawit, hashawita. Then we had sky, waʔlaʔ, and waʔlaʔan. Waʔlaʔ and waʔlaʔan. We had touch, which is niwit and niwta. Niwit and niwta. Then you have people, which was yokuch, yokuch, and yokochi, yokuch, and yokochi. Then we had animals, hogikin, hogikin, and hogikna, hogikna. So let's plug in the words and see if we can figure out where they go. So we have Hayama Aleth, long ago, and that's a common start to a story. So Hayama Aleth, the sky. So we could look down here. We have one that's capital, one that's lowercase. So we're going to take this waʔlaʔ and put it here. So we have waʔlaʔ. Then it says amayo for ant and holgi for the earth. Then we needed the verb for touched each other. And really it's touched. And there's that addition for each other. So if you look on the side, that word was niwit and niwta. And you could see it just added a wish here. Let's see. The next word that we're missing is the sky again, starting a new sentence. And we've already had that word, so hopefully you recognize it's waʔlaʔ. Then we have a verb, honteta, was bouncing up and down. And then ama holgyu, there on the land. So you have holgi, but it's on locative form because it became a location. So on the earth becomes holgyu. Then te naash, if any, or if person. We're missing the word person here. So we have yokuch, hashawin, and hogigin, or hogigin. So word for that was yokuch. Then we keep going with the story. We have notni for or, and we're missing the word animal, hogigin, hogigin. Then we have two verbs. We have the manal and tanal, ama. So tried to go through there. Notni, maybe. Aman, they. Naash, might. And we only have one word left, and that's our Hashawita, and this form is Hashawin, might be killed. So there we go. There's our missing words for this week for the story. So I hope you enjoyed that story. Kaʔyuʔ Halaʔleta Waʔlaʔan, Coyote Props Up the Sky. I think it's a fun story to do. We're going to move on to reviewing our alphabet and our vowels. Lanika, we're going to hear the letters and sounds of our Chukchansi alphabet. Let's start with A, like Apsu. Apsu for manzanita. It always says ah. Then we have, it's actually a character. This is a glottal stop, and it's going to look like a full question mark that goes to the ground. And this full glottal stop character is in between, in front of, or behind vowels. So it's related to the vowels. So in this case, it's shale for rain, shale. And you can hear it in between that long vowel E and the short vowel A. Shale. Then you have B for bayan, like acorn, bayan. We don't have a C because we have our K sound that makes the C the same sound as C. And then instead we have CH, which is a digraph. So 2 letters that make up one sound. So it's just like in English, ch, like checha, checha for dog. We also have an ejective CH. So it's going to give like a puff of air. Chawick, chawick for poison oak. We have a D just like in English. So dadach, dadach for D for foot. Our E sound says eh, like any for snow. Any. Our G always makes the G sound. So golanki, golanki, like in king snake. Our H makes a sound h, like huya, huya for caterpillar. Our I always makes eh for its sound, eh, like illick, illick. Our J always has a j sound, jolna, jolna. Our K makes a k sound, so kaʔyuʔ, kaʔyuʔ. Then we also have an ejective K. So again, a puff of air, so kosoy, like mouse, kosoy. Our L sound, L for limit, limit. That's for eyelashes. We also have a glottalized L, like in the word for fence, gulol, gulol. So the glottalized sounds on consonants, they are going to be at the end of words and syllables. Then we have a regular M, like minil for would be, minil. We also have a glottalized M, so it'll be at the end of a word or a syllable, like dalam for trout, dalam. Our N, just like in English, nasis, like in this word for rattlesnake. We have a glottalized N, boshon for knee. You can see it's at the end of the word, but this glottalized N will be at the end of a word or a syllable, boshon. Our O always says its name, so op, that O sound, op. P, regular P, like pelt. We have that in English. So this is the word for road or path. The other P is an ejective P. So it kind of has a puff of air. Onosh for hand. We have an S, just like in English, sawmill for gopher, sawmill. Another digraph, SH, shuyan, the SH sound, shuyan. Regular T like in English, tele, like teeth, tele. Then we have an ejective T, tai, like lake. Our U sound always says oo, like utu for tree. We have a W, just like in English, so waheshit for mountain lion. And we have a glottalized W that goes at the end of a word or a syllable, like the word for turtle, oh, oh. Our X is different than in English, so it says more of a glottalized sound, so chomich, chomich, that definitely back of your throat kind of sound, chomich for a jackrabbit. Our Y, just like in English, yebechil, or yebechil, so lips, yebechil. But we also have a glottalized Y, so it goes at the end of words and syllables, like baonai for B. And that's our alphabet. Switching from the vowels of English to the vowels of Chukchansi, it's nice to just put the vowels all together so you could practice them and get really good at making the sounds and knowing and hearing them. So we have a, e, o, u. A for A, e for E, I for I, O for O, and U for U. So a, e, o, u. Let's practice our vowel sounds a little more quickly. A, e, o, u. A, e, o, u. This poster sums up the words that we were talking about in our alphabet that only come at the end of a word or a syllable. So we have M, N, W, Y, and L. So they're always at the end of a word or a syllable only. A review of consonants that we don't use in Chukchansi. So no Z, no Q, no C by itself, no V, no F, and not really an R. We have a couple words in the dictionary that have an R, but usually our R's become L's in Chukchansi, and our F's become the P sound. We're going to now move on to consonants, our alveo palatal sounds, and you can grab a piece of paper so you could be ready to write down words that are examples of sounds you hear in Chukchansi. In our other classes, we've already gone over our labial sounds. So those are sounds you make towards the end of your mouth with your lips. So B and P, M and W. We also went over dental sounds last week, the last class session. So this one, we're going to be going over J, CH, a ejective CH, SH, Y, and glottalized Y. Here's how you could set up your paper. So if you have a paper and pencil ready, you can write down the words along with us. We're going to put our definition at the top. How do we make these sounds? What's in common with them? And then we'll have 3 examples for each type of sound. Alveopalatal sounds are made when the tongue produces sounds between the alveolar ridge and the hard palate in the mouth. So these are all made towards the top. We were talking about dental sounds the last time and sounds you make with your lips. So we're moving further back in the mouth towards that hard palate up at the top, or maybe a little bit inward, but not quite as far as the teeth. These are all the sounds that we'll make today. Our first letter, or our first consonant today, it's actually a digraph, so 2 letters together to make this sound, but they only make one sound. So it's a stop and it's aspirated. So CH says ch, ch. You can hear that aspirated, so it has some breath moving between it. So an example is at the beginning of the word chesh, chesh. So that's like obsidian. You could hear it at the beginning, chesh. An example in the middle of the word is beaches, beaches, like peaches. And then a common word that we use a lot is mitch, like mitch guys. And something to take notice of when we really get using Chukchansi words and we have the next sound that we'll learn about. We don't want to overgeneralize. We tend to we caught on to the CH that's ejective, but not all CHs are ejective. So we do have some words that are just like in English, they're not ejective, to just make that real plain sound of ch, just like we have in English. Here's our next sound, our next consonant. This is a ejective CH. So you're going to hear like a puff of air after. Ch, like chama, chama for blind. That's the beginning of the word. You can find it at the beginning of the word in Chukchansi words. You could also find it in the middle of a word like pitch it to count. Or you could find it at the end of a word like canich for ant. And again, once you start getting used to making this sound, you have to really catch yourself, make sure that you're not turning all the CH sounds into ejective sounds. Our J sound says j, j. So it's like a stop and it's considered plain. So an example of this at the beginning of the word, jaqueta, like jacket. It could be in the middle of a word, like galgin, which means a lot. Or there's a word for growl, which shows it again in the middle of the word, hujat. It could be at the end of the word. It's just not a super common sound in Chukchansi. We do have this sound, but I just couldn't find any words that had J at the end, but it could be at the end also. Our SH sound says shh, and that's considered a fricative because you're blowing air the whole time that you make that sound. So shh. So we have shale. So that's the beginning of the word for rain. Or it could be in the middle of the word like wushul for eagle. Or it could be at the end of the word like budosh for black oak. Our Y sound is a glide and it's plain. We have this in English too. So our Y sound like Yahweh for key, Yahweh. And then it could be also in the middle of the word, like och yet. That means near. Or it could be at the end of the word, hadbanai, like the number 4, hadbanai. And it's not too often that you see this plain Y at the end of the word, because usually we have that glottalized Y that often marks the end of a word or a syllable, but it does occasionally come up at the end of a word. The other type of Y we have is a glottalized Y, and you'll see that it has an apostrophe up with it, and that tells you that it's the glottalized type. So an example of this is in the word for deer, gooi. It ends quickly. It could be in the middle of the word if it's at the end of a syllable. So an example of this is like the word for day, haïli. So it's at the end of that first syllable. And then another example at the end of a word is the word for child, pai. But all of these they have a quick end to them. I just wanted to review this again one more time, just to show you the rules for which letters are only at the end of a word or a syllable. So we have M, N, W, Y, and L. And again, these will look like they have an apostrophe, but really it's letting you know that it's glottalized. So it's going to end quickly. And these are often the sad ones at the end of the word or the syllable. They never get to be at the front. So just try to remember these ones, and it'll help you as you start to write Chukchansi more often. Our sounds today were CH, just a regular CH like ch. Then we have our ejective CH, ch, ch. Our J like j. Our SH, sh. Our Y, yeah. And then our glottalized Y that ends quickly, yeah. We're going to have one more activity to really sort the most difficult ones of those sounds we learned today, which is differentiating if it's a CH, just regular CH, or if it's the ejective CH. So we're going to have one more sorting similar sounds. You can grab a piece of paper and a pencil if you want, so you could practice writing the words down to differentiate between the CH sound of ch versus the CH sound of the ejective CH sound of ch, ch. This gives us a chance to hear the word, and then we're either going to drag it to the regular CH, just the regular aspirated CH sound, or the ejective CH sound. So we're going to sort them based on what we hear. And I have the English word actually written down, but you're going to listen to the Chukchansi word so you can sort the sound. So let's go with the first word. I'll play the sound and see if you could figure out where it goes, and I'll give you a second to figure that out, and then I'll put it in the right spot.
The first word is the word for the verb add. Ch'akit, ch'akit.
So did you hear an ejective CH or a regular CH? I'll play it one more time.
The first word is the word for the verb add. Ch'akit, ch'akit.
So you might have heard that harsh CH sound. So it's an ejective CH in that one. Here's the next one, the word for daughter.
The second word is the word for daughter. Kaʔyuʔ, kaʔyuʔ.
So which sound did you hear, ejective CH or was it a plain CH? One more time.
The second word is the word for daughter. Kaʔyuʔ, kaʔyuʔ.
So hopefully you guys got that one right. That was ejective CH. Here's the next one.
The third word is the word for very or thank. So it's Mitch, Mitch.
So did you hear an ejective sound or was that a plain sound? One more time.
The third word is the word for very or thank. So it's Mitch, Mitch.
So that one was plain. It's going to go over here. Here's another one.
The next word for number 4 is the word for medicine man or spiritual. Chipne, chipne.
Okay, did you hear an ejective sound or is that more of a plain sound? One more time.
The next word for number 4 is the word for medicine man or spiritual. Chipne, chipne.
So hopefully you got this one right as well. Didn't have that big puff of air at the end. Or at the beginning, sorry. Next word.
Number 5 is the word for bat. Chip, chipple. Chip, chipple.
So did you hear an ejective sound or was it just the regular aspirated sound? I'll play it one more time.
Number 5 is the word for bat. Chip, chipple. Chip, chipple.
That one seems pretty evident. You hear that that more harsher CH sound. And the version of bat this is like the animal that's, or the bat, not like a bat that you swing with and play games with, but an actual animal. All right, next one. Number 6.
Number 6 is the word for dog. Checha, checha. Number 6 is the word for dog. Checha, checha.
So did you hear an ejective CH or regular CH on that one? Hopefully you got this one correct too. It was just a regular aspirated CH.
Number 7 is the verb for to chew something. Womchit, womchit.
So did you hear an ejective CH on that one, or was it just the regular aspirated kind? Try it one more time.
Number 7 is the verb for to chew something. Womchit, womchit.
So that one is over here. It was not ejective. So that makes it pretty easy to figure out this last one. We'll listen to it.
The 8th word is the word for black widow. Mecha, mecha.
So that one, you heard that ejective CH sound. Mecha. All right. A way to practice these sounds, I put the glottalized CH and a regular CH in the spinner. So you could practice either the regular sound or the glottalized sound, and it'll just give you lots of different sound options to make. So we're going to try it a couple times on here. So we'll spin a sound and see what we get. So we have an ejective CH, so ach, ach. This is just a regular aspirated CH, so we have che, che, che. Oh, we got this one again. Ach. Let's try a different one. Cha, cha. So really making sure you don't give just the regular CH that glottalized sound. Is pretty tricky. When we have glottalized or ejective CH at the end. So etch, etch, etch. We'll try another set of sounds that doesn't have just the CH sounds in it. So we'll try the other alveo palatal sounds. We're going to spin some new sounds. So how do we say this in Chukchansi? Shot, shot. We could remember those vowels. Ah, o, u. So ah sound. So shot, shot. How would we say this sound in Chukchansi? We could remember our vowels. Ah, o, u. So shot, shot. Spin another one. How would we say this sound? Ah, o, u. So that middle sound will be a I. So yit, yit. We'll do one more. How would we say this sound? Ah, o, u. So joot, joot. This next spelling test does still have just missing sounds from our targeted sounds. In the coming spelling test, though, since we've learned all of our vowels and consonants, then we'll have whole words to try to sound out all the sounds for. So that just know that that's coming up in the coming lessons. For missing letters today, we're just missing the letters that we covered today for our consonants. So it'll be the alveopalatal sounds. Our first word is the word for arrow in Chukchansi. So we're missing the end of the sound, the ending sound for the word toyosh. Toyosh. The next word is the word for beautiful. Boyomi. Boyomi. So we're missing the middle sound there. The next word is the word for bird in Chukchansi. And it's the beginning sound missing. So chenbai. Chenbai. Our next word is the word for bad in Chukchansi. So bejecha. Bejecha. That was a middle sound missing. This one might be too familiar for you guys, but I'd still put it in here. So the word for coyote is kaʔyuʔ. Kaʔyuʔ. Missing that U sound. Then the next one is the word for leather. So chapel. Chapel. Then the word for crazy is alejat. Alejat. Missing a sound there. And the ending sound for the word bone, che. Che. So if you want to double check that you figured out the missing sounds, and then on the next page, it'll reveal the answers. You could check, see how you did. Missing letters, you can check your answers. So for the word arrow, toyosh, SH was missing on that at the end. The word for beautiful, boyomi, the y was missing. A Y, just a regular Y in beautiful. Beginning sound for bird was chenbai. That was the ejective CH. Bijechat, bijechat. For bad, the J was missing. For coyote, kaʔyuʔ, the Y was missing, kaʔyuʔ. Then for leather, chapal, the CH was missing, and that's just a regular aspirated CH. Then the J and aleja was missing for crazy, aleja. And then for the word bone, che, that was a glottalized Y missing from the end there. And that's it. I decided to add this dialogue here at the end just to give extra practice for phrases that you can learn and then apply to real life. So, shite molketa lilahio is the little girl gets ready for school. The no'om, or the mother, says, Kachab, shalika, daughter, get up. Huhu, nami'in chayaushe, nim hahehi. Yes, I will get dressed, the daughter says. No'om wilta, the mother says, Aunt Malwinka, don't forget. Yogushka menteli'in, brush your teeth. Gacha wilta, the daughter says, Huhu, mijne yukshut na nim teli'in. Yes, I'm really brushing my teeth. No'om wilta, the mother says, What let ma mian? Eat breakfast. Gacha wilta, the daughter says, Mich chatash shiti. The food is delicious. No'om wilta, Hiya gachab. Bye, daughter. Later, daughter. Gacha wilta, Hiya no'om, tane na lelehiao. Later, mother. I'm going to school. Hope you can join us for our next class. We're going to be moving on. We've learned all the sounds and the history. So now we're moving on to pronouns. So actually putting together words now. So that's kind of fun and exciting. We only have 3 classes left until we take a break for the holidays. So October 11th at 6:30, hopefully you could hop on and catch the next class live.